Suryan sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for giving us opportunity to interact with your faculty members, staff members, and students.
We are also happy to receive you from your side, sir. Welcome to K.P.R group and our K.P.R calls.
Thank you, sir. Of course, they presently this platform only, but I will be happy to be with you physically as well.
Nice, nice. Sir, please you can proceed, sir.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, shall we proceed, sir? Sabar Ahmed, sir.
Please start, sir. Please start webinar, sir. Please, sir. Dr. M. Sekhar, sir, please start the webinar. Dr. M. Sekhar, sir.
Okay, good afternoon to all. I'm very happy to welcome you all for this national level webinar on financial empowerment through wealth creations, an association with Association of Mutual Funds in India, AMFI. So first of all, I welcome our principal, sir, Dr. S. Balasamy, sir, who accepted and to permit
I hope some
Sir, from Dr. M. Sekhar's side, there is some internet issue, sir.
No problem.
Sir,
no
now
problem.
it's okay, sir.
I will.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Please.
Thank you, sir. Sorry for the interruption.
Sir, no problem.
Yeah, sir. Okay, good afternoon to all. I'm very happy to welcome you all for this national level webinar on financial empowerment through wealth creations. We Department of Become CA and association with an Association of Mutual Funds in India, AMFI. So first of all, I welcome our principal, sir, Dr. S. Balasamy, sir, who always behind us for all initiatives and everything. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Then I welcome our today's chief guest, Mr. Suryakant Sarma, sir, Senior Consultant, AMFI, and former DGM and SEBI, who accepted the invitations and who agreed with to propose the special address today. Welcome you, sir. Then I welcome our Dean, ma'am, Dr. K. Kumada Devi, Dean, School of Commerce. Welcome you, ma'am. Then Mr. Safar Ahmed, who is a person who is a friend and who connected with the K.P.R CAS and Department of Become CA with the AMFI. Sir took a more effort to create a registration link to till the execution of this wonderful seminar. Welcome you, sir. Then I welcome my department faculties and other department HODs and students, friends and faculties from in and around the countries. I welcome you all. So I hope this today's session will be a more informative, and this session definitely will give an eye-opener session to all the people, those who have a great intention or ideas to have a knowledge about finance and other related fields. So I welcome you all and have a good luck. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. S. Balasamy, Principal of K.P.R CAS, to give the presidential address. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Guruve Dunai, Guruvukku Vanakkam, Thayindikku Nandri. Respected today's chief guest, Mr. Suryakant Sarma, Senior Consultant MFI and former DGM SEBI. and today's an organizer, Ahmed, and our team of AMFI, and respected Dean, School of Commerce, Dr. K.P.R, and our Dean members, and respected HOD, Dr. M. Sekhar, and all our team members from Department of Commerce with Computer Applications, and all our K.P.R CAS family members, both faculty side and students friends. It's a great day to the K.P.R College of Arts and Science, Department of Commerce with Computer Applications, to associated with one of the major body in our Indian financial system. We are also feel happy because all our financial regulatory authorities, they are going to celebrate the Financial Literacy Week in the February 14th to 18th. All the regulatory authorities, they are taking much effort to spread the financial education and literacy to all the members, starting from school children to the retired persons, because that is the main motto. Even many people, they don't have much awareness on those things, even though they are having an educational background. Sometimes they hesitate to enter these types of mutual funds and capital market operations. And moreover, our Government of India initiative also, in the year 2040, India is the most financial literate country in the world. So that is the vision and mission. The Government of India is also taking many initiatives, and all our regulatory bodies, SEBI, RBI, and IRDA, and some NISM, all the members are taking nice effort to spread the financial literacy to all our Indian people. So that is also a great effort. So in this occasion, I would like to congratulate the Department of Commerce with the computer application to select the right topic and invited the right team of members from AMFI to spread the financial education literacy to our own students, friends, and faculty members, because nowadays an online platform, anybody, they can do anything. So the subject to the condition, only the pathway. So in the year 1979, the Sensex started with 100 points. Now you can think about how much the Sensex value. So just this 42 years of time, how much percentage the market is market growth rate. So how many members are actively utilized this component? When we take it as in capital market literacy, maximum of 4%. So that is the way an enormous amount of potential is there for a young graduates, those who are pursuing undergraduation commerce and management programs and post-graduation commerce and management. It is not a discipline issue. Also, any person, they are having a great scope about the entire financial system in India. We want to thank in this situation to all our regulatory authorities. They are keeping us safely, financially safely. When we take the World Health Organization, 16% of suicides because of the financial problem. There is no end solution for financial problem. Means the final end is they may end their life. So it will happen at any age. So these types of proper initiatives, spreading proper financial literacy and encourage them to invest in either small money or big money. So these youngsters, they will enrich their parents also indirectly. So that is the greater area. So once again, I'd like to thank our organizing members and our partnering institutions. And I would like to congratulate the team of Commerce with Computer Applications for their nice effort and initiative. And all the very best. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our Dean, Dr. K.P.R, to felicitate the gathering. Kindly, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Respected Principal, Dr. Balasamy sir, our guest, Sarmaji, former DGM, SEBI, and Mr. Agamat, and fellow professors of School of Commerce, especially for Department of Commerce with Computer Application, and dear children, very good afternoon to all of you. On account of celebration of Financial Literacy Week, the Department of Commerce with Computer Application to initiate to conduct the program like that too for inviting the eminent person in the field of mutual fund, that is our Sarmaji is here. So I hope Sir will give more and empowerment on this particular domain. In this regard, I request the head of the department, you can create an ecosystem in college for make our children to do trading in shares as well as mutual fund investment. So the empowerment is much needed, not only for finance, we have to socially, economically in all part. So this is the right topic, right person for the right audience. I congratulate for organizing that program, especially student, you can understand that we are in a developed position as an economy wise. We are moving forward. SEBI is a right mechanism, right regulation authority for doing business in easy way. At the same time, in an it happened. The recent situation, SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India, doing a wonderful job. So tightening all security aspects and make the business in easy manner. At the same time, in a very, very open, transparent manner. In this juncture, I extremely happy, Mr. Sharma ji, your presence is more valuable here. I hope your presence make more empower on all aspects. Once again, on behalf of Department of Commerce, on behalf of institution, my own behalf, I welcome you all for this great gathering. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your motivation and support, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Mr. N.T. Anshed, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce with Computer Application, to introduce our chief guest. Sir, kindly, sir.
Yes. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, all. It's my pride and privilege to introduce our today's chief guest, Suryakant Sharma. Is a commerce graduate and master in law.
Dear sir, please check your audio, sir. Please, sir. Dr. Anishad NT, sir, please check your audio, sir. Sir, can I read profile, sir? Profile of speaker?
No problem, sir. Please proceed.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Profile of today keynote speaker. Suryakant Sharma sir is a commerce graduate and master's in law, LLM with specialization in corporate laws. He is also chartered associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Shri Sharma sir has over 35 years experience in banking and finance and securities market, and has served in a leading financial institution, thereafter in Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in SEBI. Shri Sharma sir joined Securities and Exchange Board of India in 2003 and served there for more than 15 years in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to other assignments, he was DGM in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI Northern Region for more than 5 years. Shri Sharma sir is also a member of working group of NCERT for developing vocational courses on mutual fund for students of 11th and 12th classes. Shri Sharma sir also mentor of a few NGO working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. Under his supervision, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted across North India, and he himself has addressed as guest speaker in more than 600 investor awareness programs. After superannuation from SEBI in 2019, he has joined Association of Mutual Funds in India, an apex body of mutual fund in India, as senior consultant for spreading investor awareness amongst citizens. During pandemic since May 2020, Shri Sharma sir has interacted with thousands of investors and students through more than 350 webinars in reputed educational and professional institutions, corporate startups, and other across country. So I request please keynote speaker, please sir.
Thank you, Mr. Sabjar. Thank you, Mr. Shekhar. Thank you, respected principal sir. Thank you, Dean ma'am, for giving me opportunity to be with all of you in this August gathering. Honestly speaking, I'm overwhelmed with the response and the respect you have given to me. I'm just a student, sir. I'm not a teacher even. I'm a student. and I would like to get something from you. So I want it to be an interactive session. It will not be a one-way traffic, it will be two-way traffic. I will keep involved Madam and Shekhar sir during my session, and I will keep taking their name time and again so that I can connect with all of you. 2-3 things, sir, I want to make clear before I start my session. Principal sir, this program is from Association of Mutual Fund in India.
Okay.
Which is an apex body of mutual funds in India, but it is not a promotional event or a marketing event of mutual funds. That I want to make it very clear. It is purely an investor awareness program. And there are two categories of investors, sir. One category of investor like you, Madam, and Shekhar sir, who are already earning. But there is other category, rather very important category of investors who are not investors yet, but they are potential investors, your students. They are going to earn very soon, down the line in 1 or 2 years. So we have to give equal importance to their thought process also regarding money. So my session will cover both the categories of investors. And since my program is for the participants, I will request at least students or young faculty members, if they wish, they can have one pen and notebook with them. So, and they can note down anything they found, new idea or a new information in my session, so that they can explore extensively those ideas through Google and websites. Honorable Principal sir, we all know that everything is available now on Google and websites. So only thing is to sensitize and encourage people to go deeper into these topics and subjects. And since this program is for the participants, I will be very happy, Dean ma'am, if more and more questions come from the participants, because that will be reflection that they have taken interest in the subject, they have some doubt, they have some queries. So kindly keep putting your queries and doubts in the chat box. Mr. Shekhar or ma'am will take care of after my session is over. Or once my session is over, we will make this town hall open. Anybody can just raise their hand and ask the questions. I will try to make my session as simple as I can, Honorable Principal sir. I will not make it a technical session. One way, I put on a lot of jargons, lot of theories, lot of research and all these things. No, very simply speaking, as we are sitting in our drawing room and talking to each other. That will be the level of my session. So, and I will request Dean ma'am or Shekhar sir, at least if 4 or 5 videos are on, I feel that I am connected to somebody. If all videos are off, sometimes a feeling creeps into whom I am talking to. So kindly at least keep 3 or 4 videos on during my session so that I can feel that we are connected. One basic question, Shekhar sir, I want to ask you to start my session. What money gives us? What are the 2 main things money gives us in our life? Shekhar sir, can you respond to my question? What money gives us? Two most important things money gives us in our life. Can you tell me, sir? Okay, there might be some problem, some connectivity issues with Shekhar sir.
Sir, peaceful.
Okay, sir.
Peacefulness.
Okay, sir.
He's
Okay,
telling
sir.
peacefulness.
Okay, sir. Sir, Principal sir, money gives us 2 basic things in our life. First is prosperity and second is security. Money gives us security, Dean ma'am. We can enjoy our life.
Yeah.
And money gives us security so that at least we feel secure that if something happens to me, at least that money will be in our help to take care of that thing. But Principal sir, you will agree with me that money gives us security only when we have plenty of money. Because if we have 5 lakh, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, money is not going to serve the purpose. At least the security aspect will not be taken care of. When money gives us security, sir, when we have plenty of money. One day, Dean ma'am will have 100 crores in her bank account, then she will feel secure. No problem. I have got 100 crore now. If anything happens to me, or my family, she is smiling, I know, but she will feel secure only because if I have that money, I can manage a lot of things if anything comes in my life. Why she is smiling, Principal Sir? Because she knows it very well that people like you and me wouldn't be having 100 crore rupees.
The smile,
Don't
the
mistake
reason
me,
is
sir. 2:30 we are
no.
having another meeting. Please, you can proceed, sir. Don't mistake me, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. No. So, ma'am.
Sir, excuse, sir. Sir, 100 crores no in my account. I imagine for that if it is 100 crores, that time moment made happiness. So that means money makes happy. Money makes happy as a result.
That is why, ma'am, I am telling you why you are smiling. That of course you are imagining, but at the same time we know, ma'am, that we will not be having 100 crore rupees in our bank account. It is a fact of our life, middle class, salary class person, we wouldn't be having 100 crore rupees in our bank account or 100 crore with us. So how we can have security? The question is,
so
then how?
So one excuse from my side, sir. Sir,
yeah, ma'am.
Sarmaji, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, myself also have a meeting with our principal office now. With your permission, can I move, sir?
Most welcome, ma'am. Most welcome. No problem. Okay. Most welcome.
Thank you. Sir.
Thank you. So, my dear participant, we all know that we wouldn't be having 100 crore rupees in our bank account. Then the question arises, Shekhar sir, how people like you and me can have security in our life? Because I feel personally, Shekhar sir, security comes first. Prosperity can come later, but first we think of, as a human being, we think of security first. So how we can have security, Shekhar sir? I want to share with
Yes, sir. Please.
With all the participants, I want to say share 3 things we should do in our life when we start earning.
Yes.
I am addressing to the young participants and those who are already earning, like Dr. Shekhar and Dr. S. Sangeeta. If they have not done these 3 things in their life, kindly think of them very seriously. As early as possible, they should do these 3 things. The first thing, Dr. Sangeeta, we all should have adequate life insurance cover. Shekhar sir, we should all have life insurance cover. Naturally, you will ask me, what is the purpose of having life insurance cover? But Dr. Sangeeta, you might be well aware that life is pretty uncertain. Today I am talking to you, we are seeing each other, but what will happen tomorrow, nobody knows. We can live for next 100 years, but even tomorrow is uncertain. So that uncertainty looms large in our mind all the time, Shekhar sir. And more so when I am the sole earner of the family. Because I feel that if today everything is going well, I am earning, my family is enjoying, my kids are getting education, my monthly family expenses are taken care of well. But what will happen tomorrow if I am not available to them because of death or permanent disability, or my salary goes off? That uncertainty, that fear is always there in my mind. And to overcome that fear, we should take life insurance cover, that in case something happens to me, my family will get an amount, reasonable amount, good amount, which they can deposit or invest somewhere, get some regular income. At least not only the regular expenses are taken care of, but also the education of children and other family obligations are also taken care of. That's the purpose of having life insurance cover. And Shekhar sir, we do take life insurance cover, but unfortunately, we take token life insurance cover only. That may be 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs. We don't take, Dr. Sangeeta, adequate life insurance cover. What I am here emphasizing is, we should not only take life insurance cover, but we should take adequate life insurance cover. to serve the purpose for which life insurance cover is being taken. So what is the definition of adequacy of life insurance cover, ma'am? A thumb formula is there that we should have life insurance cover of minimum 10 times of our annual income. Dr. Sangeeta, suppose your income is 20 lakhs, then ideally speaking, you must take life insurance cover of not less than 2 crore rupees. Now you just see and analyze whether you have taken this much of life insurance cover.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
I know you have not taken. That is why I am emphasizing here. Kindly take adequate life insurance cover, because you might have taken token life insurance cover that is not going to serve the purpose, firstly. And nowadays, Dr. Sangeeta ma'am, very good life insurance cover product is available in the market, which is called term insurance, TERM, term insurance. It is a real insurance product where you can get adequate life insurance cover by paying a very paltry sum of money monthly or regularly.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Suppose your age is between 25 to 30 years, then you can have a life insurance cover of 1 crore rupees by paying of a monthly premium of hardly 500 or 600 rupees a month, which, Dr. Sangeeta, you will agree with me, we can afford.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I will request all the participants or all your faculty members and staff members, if they have not taken adequate life insurance cover, kindly take adequate life insurance cover through term insurance as early as you can. This is my first request. And even your student, those who are students not earning today, must understand the importance of taking life insurance cover when they start their career. In the first year itself, they should take life insurance cover. The second request I want to make to all the participants is, kindly take adequate health insurance cover. Dr. Sangeeta, people get confused that since they have taken life insurance cover, why they should take health insurance cover. But my dear participants, life insurance cover is different and health insurance cover is different. Don't mix these two insurance covers with each other. They are totally different. The purpose of them are totally different. We should take life insurance cover to ensure our family that in case of my death, they will get a reasonable and good amount. But in case of health insurance cover, in case of medical emergency or some accident, I am required to be hospitalized. And Dr. Sangeeta, you will agree with me that unfortunately our government health system is not up to mark. So where we will go? We will be forced to go to the private hospitals only. But there in private hospitals, they charge exorbitantly. If a person remains in hospital for 10, 12, 15 days, they may raise a bill of more than 10 lakhs. From where that money will come? If we don't have health insurance cover, and if medical emergency arises, definitely we will be forced to go to the best available private hospital. But then the bill, who will pay the bill? If you don't have money, either you will have to withdraw your investment and pay the bill to the hospital, or you will raise some temporary loan from your friends and relations. So that both will be very painful. So avoid that pain. We should take adequate life insurance cover. The purpose of life insurance cover in life is that, ma'am, that in case I am required to be hospitalized because of a medical emergency, all hospital expenses or bill will be directly paid by the insurance company to the hospital. You will not be required to pay anything. You will go to the best hospital, get the best treatment, come home recovered without paying anything. That is the purpose and benefit of having adequate health insurance cover. And if you are a metro city, you should have a health insurance cover of not less than 25, 30 lakhs. But if you are in 2-tier, 3-tier cities, then you should take life insurance cover of around 50 to 20 lakhs. And nowadays, a very good health insurance product is available in the market, which is called umbrella health insurance cover or floater health insurance cover. Dr. Shekhar, the umbrella or health insurance cover, the uniqueness in this product is that when I take this cover, I have got the liberty of including not only my name, but also the name of my spouse, my wife, my kids, and even my parents. So in one singular health insurance policy, that is floater policy or umbrella policy, I can include all members of my family. And if anything happens to any member of the family, we can go to the best available hospital, private hospital, get the best treatment, and come home recovered without anything. So the umbrella or floater health insurance cover is a very good product for covering the whole family as far as medical emergencies are concerned. So kindly take adequate health insurance cover. This is my second request. Now, third request, Dr. Sangeeta, you might agree with me that this pandemic has taught us a lot of lessons. Our life has changed a lot.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Dr. Sangeeta, you are very lucky. Your jobs continued here. You continue to get salary. But at the same time, we are all aware that lakhs of people had lost their job. Lakhs of people have got substantial reduction in their salaries or income. Businesses were closed. Professions were closed. So lot of people, rather lakhs of people have passed through a very tough time because of loss of job or reduction in the salary or business or profession. And Dr. Sangeeta, this pandemic has not yet gone. It is still there. Every day we read the newer and newer viruses are coming in. And even when this pandemic goes, now uncertainty is there that tomorrow a new virus may come, a new disease may come. For that eventuality, I am requesting all participants kindly develop an emergency fund of around 5 to 7 lakhs. The purpose of this emergency fund, Dr. Sangeeta, is that in case of such eventuality that I temporarily lose my job or my salary is reduced, at least I am able to manage my family affairs or my family expenses for next 9 months to 1 year. That is the purpose of having an emergency fund. Shekhar sir, you will agree with me that 5 to 7 lakh is not a small amount for all of us. It is a big amount. But we can develop this 5 to 7 lakh emergency fund over a period of time, maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years, maybe 5 years. But once it is in place, Shekhar sir, we have to make a promise with taking our family into confidence that we will never use this emergency fund for any other purpose except for the emergencies. That is and this I am not saying that you keep this emergency fund in your at your home in currency form or just keep it at saving bank account. No, it is not my request. My request is develop this emergency fund and keep this emergency fund in the form of some bank fixed deposit or in some liquid fund of mutual fund if you are if you have knowledge about the mutual fund. So third thing, Dr. Sangeeta, develop an emergency fund of around 5 to 7 lakhs. Shekhar sir, I have mentioned 3 things: adequate life insurance cover, adequate health insurance cover, and an emergency fund of around 5 to 7 lakhs. All these 3 things are going to contribute to your prosperity, sir. My dear participant, kindly understand it. These 3 things are only a security wall or security net you are developing for the security of yourself and for your family. And security I again repeat, security comes first. So kindly develop these 3 things in your life when you started earning. Now we can move on and talk about the prosperity aspect of the money. And Shekhar sir or Dr. Sangeeta, can you tell me what is the main source of money for all of us? How we get money from where we get money?
From my point of view, I am earning money only from my salary, sir.
Exactly, ma'am. You are absolutely right. Our main source of money for all of us, for middle class, salary class person, the main source of money is your salary, which we get from, in your case, from your college, and from if wherever you are, if you are earning, the main source of our income is your salary. And Dr. Sangeeta, what we do with the salary? How a majority of our salary goes into taking care of our monthly expenses, regular expenses.
Yes, sir.
A majority of it.
Yes,
But
sir.
Sangeeta ma'am, one peculiarity is there in with all the Indians. We have got we have got a typical mindset, Sangeeta ma'am. And what is mindset? Every Indian, may he be earning or he or she be earning 10,000 or 10 lakhs. We sincerely try to take away some money out of our income which we don't spend. And the money, Dr. Sangeeta, which we don't spend, what we call it? We call it savings. Savings. Absolutely, yes. You are absolutely right. So this is called, and we are all savers. Every Indian sincerely try to save as much as they can. It is in our blood. It is in our DNA. So saving is a part of our life. We always try to save as much as we can save. But one thing is there, Dr. Sangeeta ma'am, that we do save, but we are casual about saving. Casual in the sense that Dr. Sangeeta, this month she saved 10,000. Next month it might be 12,000. Third month it might be 5,000. And fourth month it might be even 0. So we are casual about saving. But I want to make the first and foremost request to all the participants, including students, kindly understand the importance of having a fixed saving in your life. Fixed means kindly identify, Dr. Sangeeta, what an amount which you can comfortably save out of your income. Suppose, Dr. Sangeeta ma'am, your income is 50,000 and you say that your expenses are around 40,000. Then what you are indirectly saving? What you are indirectly saving is that you can save 10,000 a month. Yes, then my request is very simple to you and to all the participants. Kindly save this 10,000 the moment you get your salary. First you save this amount, take this amount away, then whatever remains, manage your affairs. This promise, Dr. Sangeeta, you have to make with yourself. Sure. And this is very important, that whatever we are saving, I'm not saying that you should save 20%, 30%, 40% of your income. What I am saying is, whatever you can comfortably save, kindly save that amount upfront. Before taking care of your expenses, first save this amount. And Dr. Sangeeta ma'am, it is difficult, but it is not, it is difficult, it is tough, but it is not impossible. We can do it. Provided we promise ourselves that come what may, I will save this amount every month. And Dr. Nayak sir, it is a must. We have to make a promise with ourselves, that this promise we have to make with ourselves. So kindly identify an amount of saving and then religiously save that amount every month without fail. Dr. Sangeeta ma'am, it is very, very important. Then second thing is, kindly keep increasing your saving minimum by 10% every year. And how it is possible, Dr. Sangeeta ma'am, can you tell me? Because we get increment, we get increase in DA, we get some allowances, our income keep increasing every year. So with the increase in income, we must increase our savings also every year. So kindly save this, not only identify an amount and save that amount, but please keep increasing your saving every year minimum by 10%. Suppose this year you are saving 10,000, then next year, Shekhar sir, it should be 11,000 a month. And third year, it should be 12,100 a month. Again, Dr. Sangeeta, it is tough, but it is not impossible. And both these things looks very easy, Dr. Sangeeta, to most of the person. Okay, no problem. But commitment is a must. Kindly make a commitment that come what may, I will save this amount every month and then keep increasing this saving every year, minimum by 10%. These are the two. This is the fundamental pillar of your prosperity. So kindly save as much as you can when you start earning. Now, the second question arises, what we do with the savings which we are doing every month. Dr. Sangeeta, there are two options available with us. One is I take that the amount of saving which I am doing every month from my bank account and keep it at home, or just leave it in my bank account. It is a foolish way of thinking. Kindly never do this. Shekhar sir, if you save and if you keep that saving in currency form at home or in bank account, it is not only a gross justice to yourself, injustice to yourself, but to your family and to your country as a whole. So kindly never do this. Then naturally, what is the second option? What is the other option, Dr. Sangeeta ma'am? The other option is that whatever you are saving, you please put that saving, number one, into acquisition or purchase of some assets, value of which will increase in future, and or in some financial instrument which will give us regular and periodical return in future. And Nayak sir, we all do it. We are savers. So the putting of for your saving into acquisition of some assets or in some financial instrument, what we call it, Dr. Sangeeta? We call it investment. It is investment, and we all do investments. We all do investments. It is not a new thing I am telling to all of you. So we are all savers, but we are also investors. Those who are savers are naturally investors also. So if I am saving, then naturally I am putting my money in my savings in some one or other product. So we are all savers and investors, and my dear participants, saving and investment are the two fundamental pillars of your prosperity. Kindly understand it very carefully. So first you have to save as much as you can, and second you must to put your savings into the best investment mode, because only this way will give you prosperity, wealth creation. But unfortunately, we are all savers, Sangeeta ma'am, but one thing is common with most of the middle class, salary class person. I don't know whether Dr. Sangeeta will agree with me or not, but that is very common with most of the Indians, particularly middle class, salary class person, that we do save and we do put our money into investment mode. But unfortunately, Dr. Sangeeta, most of us, despite savings and investment, just remain money accumulators. We don't become wealth creators. Kindly mind it, there is a difference between money accumulation and wealth creation. But unfortunately, most of us just remain money accumulators. And top of it, people don't accept it. No, I am not money accumulator. Maybe my friend, maybe my other relation, I am not. I am wealth creator. So people even don't accept that they are money accumulator. But the fact of the life of the middle class, salary class person is most of us are sheer money accumulators. They are not wealth creators. But we have to be wealth creator for prosperity. Kindly mind it. It is a precondition for prosperity that you have to create wealth. So first we should understand, Dr. Sangeeta, what is the difference between money accumulation and wealth creation. Then we will take it forward and think about how we can be prosper. The money accumulator, and for that I just want to give one example, Dr. Sangeeta, and kindly permit me to take your name in this example. Dipankar sir, namaskar.
Sure, sir.
The example is very simple. Everybody knows that example. That is bank FD, bank fixed deposit. I think, Dr. Sangeeta ma'am, even your students are aware about the bank FD. Shekhar sir, because we all know about bank FD. Even your students are aware about the bank FD. So suppose Dr. Sangeeta ma'am has got 1 lakh rupees with her, and she goes for a 1-year bank FD with a good bank. And Dr. Sangeeta, you are aware that nowadays the bank interest rate on FD is around 6% for a year. So suppose you go for a 1 lakh bank FD for 1 year. After 1 year, when I meet you and just ask you, ma'am, what happened to your bank FD, and what your answer will be? Your answer,
1,06,000.
exactly. Answer will be that you have earned 6,000 as bank interest. Am I right, ma'am?
Sir.
You have
Yes,
earned
sir.
You have earned 6,000 as bank interest income. When I say, ma'am, you are not right, you might get another body. You might say, what is wrong with you? Why you are saying like this, Shekhar sir? She will ask me. Because she says I am right. I got 6,000 as bank interest income, and my money has been given back by the bank. Sangeeta ma'am, you are right, but you are not right. You are right because you got 6,000 and you are happy that you earned 6,000 as bank interest income. But you are not right, ma'am. Why? Because you ignored two very important factors while analyzing return on your investment. And Sangeeta ma'am, FD is also an investment. So you simply ignore two very important factors which we must not ignore. What these factors are? The first factor is, Shekhar sir, inflation. Inflation is very important factor, and Sangeeta ma'am, we talk about the inflation day in, day out, at home, at office. This is a very hot topic of discussion among the friends and relations and your colleagues. So inflation is there in our life, but we don't take into account inflation while analyzing return. And so first we should understand, Sangeeta ma'am, what is inflation? What is inflation? Inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. So, Sangeeta ma'am, last year when you had gone for a bank FD and you had got 1 lakh rupees with you, instead of going for a bank FD, whatever you could have purchased from 1 lakh rupees or availed some services from 1 lakh rupees, Sangeeta ma'am, tell me, would you be able to get same item, same services after 1 year at 1 lakh rupees?
No, sir.
Would you be able to do it, able to get it? No, it will not be possible. Because of inflation, prices of those items have increased. And suppose the inflation rate is 5%. Shekhar sir, what does it mean? It simply means that last year, when she was going for bank FD, whatever she could have purchased from 1 lakh rupees or availed some services, after 1 year, if the inflation rate is 5%, after 1 year, she will need to pay not 1 lakh rupees for the same item, same services, Sangeeta ma'am, but 1,05,000 rupees. Am I right? 1,05,000 rupees for the same item, same services after 1 year. So, Sangeeta ma'am, now you understand. Now you see the proposition. You earn 6,000, but out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. Am I right, ma'am? If you got it right, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. But Sangeeta ma'am is still happy. She says that I have still got 1,000 rupees with her. You are right, absolutely, ma'am. But then again, there is one more factor which we should look into while analyzing return. That factor is taxability. Most of the income and return are taxable under Income Tax Act and rules. And Sangeeta ma'am, as per present extant rules, whatever you earn at bank FD as interest income, you will need to pay income tax as per your slab. So suppose you earn 6,000, so you need to pay, and suppose you are in 20% bracket, then you will need to pay 20% income tax also on this bank FD. And Sangeeta ma'am, you might not be aware, that 20 earlier people didn't used to include such income in their income tax return. Who will come to get this from our income tax department to collect this in income tax? But now, because of technology, Sangeeta ma'am, all such information automatically is available with the income tax department. They get all such information from all banks and financial institutions in their database, so that they already have that data, and so you can't avoid this income tax now. So suppose you are in 20% bracket, Sangeeta ma'am, then you will need to pay 20% on 6,000 as income tax as well. And 20% of 6,000, Sangeeta ma'am, how it becomes? 1,200 rupees. So you will need to pay 1,200 rupees also as income tax. Now you see the proposition, Sangeeta ma'am. You are very happy when you earn 6,000 as bank interest income. But in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation, and you have been required to pay income tax of 1,200 rupees as well. Now you see 5,000 plus 1,200 becomes 6,200. So you earned 6,000 as bank interest income, Sangeeta ma'am, but in reality you got nothing. Rather 200 rupees has gone out of your pocket. So this is the proposition where we don't earn in reality on our investments. And when we don't earn any real return on our investments, we just remain money accumulators. Kindly understand it very carefully. As we have not earned anything, notionally we earn 6,000 definitely, but in reality, after factoring in inflation and tax liability, we got nothing in reality. And when we don't get anything in reality on our investment, we just remain money accumulators. My dear participants, kindly understand this very carefully, that if you save and invest and don't get any real return, then you are sheer money accumulators. I take this example, Sangeeta ma'am, further, and suppose the interest rate is 8%. In that scenario, Shekhar sir, she will get 8,000 as interest income. Out of that, again, keeping inflation at 5%, out of 8,000, 5,000 will be eaten by the inflation. Again, 20% she will need to pay. So 20% of 8,000 becomes 1,600, which she will pay as income tax. But even after that, Sangeeta ma'am, in the present example, in the second example, there remain 1,400. That 1,400 is your real return. And that 1,400 is going to create wealth for you. So kindly understand, my dear participants, that unless and until you earn some real return on investment, you are not going to create wealth for you. And when you are not going to create wealth for you, you are not going to be prosper. So the picture is very clear. We have to earn maximum real return, not notional return, real return on our investment. So the formula of real return, Sangeeta ma'am, is very simple. Real return equal to notional return, that is 6,000 or 8,000, minus inflation, that is 5,000, minus tax liability, that is 1,200 and 1,600. In first example, we got no real return, rather we lost 200 rupees. In second example, we got 1,400 as real return. So my dear participants, I will request all of you to kindly understand this very important investment metrics, that we have to earn real return on our investment to create wealth and to be prosper. And now the question arises, Sangeeta ma'am, why most of us are money accumulators? Why are not wealth creators? What is the reason, Shekhar sir? We are all intelligent. We all are talented. But what is the reason behind this, that most of us are not in a position to create wealth. Yes, my dear participants, the region is there, Dr. Sangeeta ma'am. And what is the region? Can you tell me, ma'am?
Sir, we are not aware of what are all the ways to accumulate the money into wealth.
No, you are right. But then the main reason is that we people don't want to take risk. Normally,
Yes.
middle class, salary class person don't want to take risk.
Absolutely, sir.
And once my session comes at this stage, Sangeeta ma'am, there may be 2-3 message in the chat box. Okay, sir, enough is enough. Now tell us something about safe investment. But my dear participants, I want to make it clear to all of you. There is no word safe investment. It is an illusion. Because, Shekhar sir, all investments have got risk. All investments have got risk, except some governmental saving scheme, which we will discuss afterwards. So all investments have got risk. Kindly understand it, Sangeeta ma'am. Most of the investments have got risk. And what is risk? Simply saying risk is that I invested my money somewhere and I lost that money. That is the greatest risk, and nobody will like to take that level of risk. Or I invested my money somewhere and I got reduced my money even. What to talk about any return? That is also a risk. And the third risk, Shekhar sir and Sangeeta ma'am, not getting any real return on investment is also a risk. Then what for we are saving and investing, sir? If we are not getting in real return, then what for we are saving and investing? So my dear friends, kindly understand that risk is there in most of the investment. So we should try not to avoid risk, but we should try positively to manage our risk and to minimize our risk. We should accept that risk is there, but again, risk can be minimized and risk can be managed. Sangeeta ma'am, I again repeat, risk is there, but we can try to minimize our risk and we can try to manage our risk. But again, risk can never be zero, Sangeeta ma'am. Kindly understand, my dear participant, very carefully. Risk can never be zero. Some degree of risk will always be there. In some products, Shekhar sir, risk might be higher. In some product, risk might be average. Risk in some product, risk might be minimum. But risk will always be there in most of the product. But still, we can manage it and we can minimize it. How we can do, Dr. Sangeeta? Can you tell me how we can minimize our risk and how we can manage our risk?
So selecting the best option for our investment, sir, after consulting with experienced persons like yourself or any other advisors or financial consultants, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. We can manage our risk. That advice and other things come at the second stage. The first stage is we can manage our risk by adopting a very simple formula in our life, Sangeeta ma'am. Very simple formula, which I am sharing with all of you. Kindly note it down if you wish to note it down. It is a 2-word formula through which we can manage our risk and we can minimize our risk. And the formula is, Sangeeta ma'am, think, understand, and invest. I have used 2 words only, Sangeeta ma'am. Think, understand, and invest. The first word I have used here is think. What we have to think, Sangeeta ma'am? We have to think 2 things about ourselves. We have to think 2 things about ourselves. And the first thing is, what is my risk appetite? What is my risk tolerance? What is my risk-taking capacity? It is one and same thing. How much risk I can take? This is very, very important before making investment, because in the market, lot of products are there, but I have to invest strictly as per my risk appetite. If the product has got high risk and I can't take high risk, then I should not invest in high risk products. If the market, if the product has got very low risk, but I'm in a position to take relatively higher risk, then why I should go for the low risk product? Then I should go for the relatively high risk product. So I have to honestly analyze my risk appetite. And Sangeeta ma'am, one more thing is there. Every individual has got different risk appetite. Dr. Sangeeta has got different one. Dr. Shekhar has got different one. Halifa Nuhu has got different one. Mr. Ashwin Kamal has got different one. All participants have got different risk appetite. But how, Dr. Sangeeta? Because we have got different income. Our income is not different. We have got different family obligations. We have got different things. Our social structure is different. Our brown and bottom is different. So we have got different risk appetite. Every individual has got different risk appetite. So one thing come out of it, my dear participants, we should never follow others while taking investment decision, because their risk appetite might be different and my risk-taking capacity is different. So we should never follow. But unfortunately, Sangeeta ma'am, we follow others while taking investment decision. When others are investing, your colleagues are investing, your friends are investing, your relations are investing, you will also follow them. No, that is a blunder and we should not do it. So kindly never follow others with regard to investment, because your risk appetite is different and others are different. And one more thing, Sangeeta ma'am, you might be aware of, that even individual's risk appetite, Shekhar sir, doesn't remain same throughout his or her life. It keeps changing with the age. And to make you understand this concept, I am sharing the idea of active life. What is active life, Shekhar sir? Active life simply means when I started earning and when I got retired. In between is active life. Normally it is, Shekhar sir, between 25 years to 60 years. Normally people get started earning money about 25 and then he gets retired around 60. It is a common thing. Some people even continue after 60, or people might have joined job even before 25. But normally it is 25 to 60. So 25 to 60, I am dividing this phase. This is active life phase. And I am dividing this into 3 phases, Shekhar sir. One phase is between 25 to 40. Other phase is 40 to 55. And third phase is 55 and above. And Shekhar and Dr. Sangeeta, I presume you are in the first phase, that is between 25 to 40. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So the first phase of life between 25 to 40, I am addressing to Dr. Sangeeta and people like and participants like her who are in this phase of life. Dr. Sangeeta, this is the golden period of your life. Kindly understand what I am emphasizing here. This is the golden period of your life. Kindly make best use of this phase of your life. How? You should save as much as you can, because you have started earning, but your liabilities are relatively lesser. Either you have not married, or if you have married, no children. And even when you have children, children are very small, age-wise. So in the first phase of life, you should save as much as you can. And secondly, you should invest your savings into best available investment product, even by taking some risk. But your focus should be mainly on getting maximum real return on your investment, even by taking some risk. Why I am saying, Dr. Sangeeta, to you for taking some risk? Because time is on your side. You have got plenty of years to go. You have literally got 25, 30, 35 years to go. So you can take risk. If something goes wrong, then you can make your mistake good and go move ahead. So in the first phase of life, Dr. Sangeeta, people like you This is the golden period of your life. Kindly save as much as you can and kindly invest your savings into best available product. And your focus should be on maximum real return on your investments. That can be even at the cost of taking some risk, but that risk has to be calculated. It should not be a blind risk, Babu sir. It has to be calculated. It should be as per your risk appetite. So in the second phase of life, that is between 40 to 55, Shekhar sir, your income has increased, but so are the liabilities. Children are grown up, lot of things are happening in your life, lot of milestones are coming in between in this phase of life. So you will need money in that phase of life. Money not in one time, but at different times. So in that phase of life, that is from 40 to 55, Shekhar sir, you should not only continue to focus on getting maximum real return on your investment, but should also have an eye on liquidity aspect of the money. Liquidity aspect of the money simply means that you should have money when you need it. And in that phase of life, Ramaiah ma'am, you will need lot of money. Lot of milestones will be coming in your life between 40 to 55. So kindly in that phase of life, continue to focus on real return, plus keep an eye on liquidity. And now comes the third phase, Ramaiah ma'am. And in the third phase, that is beyond 55 years, our thinking automatically changes. Now, what I am thinking, I will not think about the return or real return or maximum real return. My focus will simply shift from real return to safety of the money which I have accumulated from 25 to 55 years. So the safety aspect of the corpus which I have developed becomes paramount. I can compromise on the real return. I can feel satisfied even with lesser real return, but I can't compromise on the safety aspect of the money. So in the third phase of life, safety of the money becomes paramount. So in different phases of life, your investment decisions should be different. Your investment should be according to your risk appetite. And as we have just discussed, risk appetite will keep changing in different phases of your life. Now, the second thing which we have to think about ourselves is time horizon of investment. And my dear friends, time horizon of investment is equally important in investment success. But we hardly give any credence to this very important aspect of investment. And what is time horizon of investment? Simply speaking, that I should have an idea when I will need money at what time. This is time horizon. And my investment should be strictly according to that time horizon, that when I need it, I should have money. So time horizon of investment is very important. And Dr. Sangeeta, I just want to tell you one thing to throw you to the all young participants. Can you do one thing for me next Sunday, Dr. Sangeeta? Just for 1 hour.
Okay, sir.
Just for 1 hour. And what I am requesting you, kindly next Sunday, request your all family members to be with you. Sit with all of them. Have pen and paper with you. On the paper, make 3 columns. First column, second column, and third column. In the first column, you kindly jot down the milestones in your life. And Dr. Sangeeta, what are the common milestones in our life? Can you enumerate the common milestone in our life? For the first milestone start with the marriage. Marriage is the first milestone in our life. Then birth of the children, second milestone. Then admission of children in a good public school, third milestone. Then
earning money, sir.
Then purchase of a house. Then purchase of a vehicle. Then going on vacation is also a milestone, Dr. Sangeeta. Nowadays, every family wants to go on vacation. So vacation has also become a milestone. Then after some years, your children are grown up. Then what you will think? You will definitely sincerely try to get them best professional and higher education. So higher education and professional education are also very important milestone. Then once education of children is over, then what is the next milestone? Marriage of the children. That is again a very important milestone. And last milestone, Sangeeta ma'am, is retirement life. These are common milestones I have narrated, and I am giving liberty to you. Kindly add on whatever milestones you want to add in the first column. So in the first column, kindly jot down all milestones available in your life. In the second column, against each milestone, kindly put the period when it is likely to happen. Period means time. Suppose somebody said that I am not married and likely to be married after 2 years, put it 2 years. Likewise, definitely if marriage after 2 years, birth of the children around 3.5 years. Then admission of children around 6 years or so. Then purchase of a house, maybe 5 or 6 years. Purchase of vehicle, 5, 8, 7 years. Then vacation every 5 years. Then higher education of the children after 25 years, around 25 years. Then marriage of the children after 28 years. And then retirement age around after 30 years. So put the period against each milestone. 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 20 year, 30, whatever. Just and these are only estimates. You are just making an idea when this milestone will happen in your life. In the third column, Shekhar sir, against each milestone, put the money which you will need for each milestone. Suppose somebody say that I will need 5 lakhs for my marriage, put it 5 lakhs. Then likewise, school children, birth of the children celebration, maybe 3 lakh or 4 lakhs. Then admission children, maybe 2 lakhs. Then construction of the house, maybe 10 lakhs, your contribution. Purchase of the vehicle, again, maybe 10 lakhs. Vacation, every vacation, maybe 3 to 5 lakhs. Then higher education of children. They are very important. I wish to talk specifically on 2 milestones, Sangeeta ma'am. Higher education of children is very important milestone in our life. Every parent wants to see that their children gets best education, best professional and higher education. And Sangeeta ma'am, can you tell me what is the cost today we have to incur for a good MBA degree from a good institution? It is around 20 lakhs. Am I right? Around
Yes,
20
sir.
lakhs.
Yes, sir.
So today you are in that MBA degree costs around 20 lakhs. But can you imagine, Sangeeta ma'am, after 25 years when your children will go for the higher education, how much you will need for each children? Have you ever imagined? If it is 20 lakhs today for a good MBA degree, Sangeeta ma'am, after 25 years, the same MBA degree will cost you not less than 2 crore rupees per child. And suppose you have got 2 child, then put it 4 crore rupees against your higher education of children. And then last milestone we were discussing retirement plan. And Sangeeta ma'am, retirement plan is very, very important. And Sangeeta ma'am, I appreciate that you don't have pension now. Only senior faculty members might have pension if you are in a government college. So you don't have any pension. So for retirement life also, Sangeeta ma'am, you will need huge money to survive. Because typically how we survive in the retirement life, Selva ma'am, we accumulate lot of money in our life. Then we invest our money into some good options. And then we get some regular return from that retirement corpus and we survive. This is the normal course of surviving into retirement life. So Sangeeta ma'am, suppose your age is 30 and you say that your monthly expenses are around 30,000. Can you imagine after 30 years when you become 60 and get retired, how much money you will need for every month? Today you are managing with 30,000. After 30 years, how much money you will need for your monthly expenses? Can you imagine, Sangeeta ma'am? It will be not less than 2 lakh rupees because of inflation. 30,000 will shot up to 2 lakhs rupees after 30 years. So you will need around 2 lakhs rupees per month. So 2 lakhs simply means around 25 lakhs a year. So you should get a return of around 25 lakhs a year on your retirement corpus. So how much corpus you should develop? As a thumb rule, you should have a retirement corpus, Sangeeta ma'am, of 20 times of your annual expenses. So 25 lakhs you multiply by 20, what it becomes? 5 crore rupees. So you should have 5 crore rupees for your retirement corpus only. So put it 5 lakhs against the retirement life. Now I'm making you scary, Sangeeta ma'am. You kindly make the total of the loss column and you might get scary, because a normal middle class, salary class person who is 30 today, and students would also understand it. If a normal middle class person who is 30 today will need around 10 to 12 crore rupees for their milestones only in their life. And I'm excluding the monthly expenses from 30 to 60 years. That I am excluding. So 10 to 12 crore rupees you need, Sangeeta ma'am. From where that will come? You might be lucky enough get some lottery or some, but how many of us will get some lottery winner? How many of us will be winner in some lottery ticket or in some contest? 1 out of 10 lakhs, 1 out of 20 lakhs. So how we will get 10 to 12 crore rupees? That is a $1 million question. And now I want to give you all confidence, my dear participants. All you can have 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life, but provided you start working sincerely right from the day you started earning with regard to saving, and not only saving, then putting your money into savings, earning maximum real return. And the chart, Sangeeta ma'am, which we have just prepared, that is first column, second column, and third column. Can you tell me? Can you tell me how it is? Sangeeta ma'am, it is called financial plan. It is called financial plan, and I will request all participants, those who are already earners, and even students should understand the importance of financial plan. Every family, Sangeeta ma'am, I am emphasizing here, must have a financial plan. Financial plan simply says us what money we will need at what time. That is, I want to emphasize with all of you. So kindly just develop a financial plan for you and your family, and it is not a rocket science, Sangeeta ma'am. We all can develop, provided you are sincere enough to sit with your family and jot down your milestone, your period, and their money. Because financial plan will give us a purpose of saving and investment. So kindly have a financial plan. Now, the second word was understand. Sangeeta ma'am, we have to understand very carefully what is the product which we are investing. Whether the product is as per my risk appetite. Because some products are very good, but might have high risk appetite. And if I don't have high risk appetite, then I should not invest in those products. Product may be good, but it is not good for me. And additionally, I should also understand the period by which that product will give us return. Because some product give us return on daily basis, whereas some product will give us return after 10 years, 15 years. So my time horizon of investment is equally important and my risk appetite. So we have to see the product which my risk appetite and time horizon of investment. And after understanding the product is for me, only you should think of investing in that product. So again, risk can be managed by think, understand, and invest formula. Now, one more thing I want to mention here, Sangeeta ma'am, that is rule of compounding, and it is called eighth wonder of the world, Sangeeta ma'am. if you survive, rule of compounding is the most important and the most important factor for wealth creation. And what is rule of compounding, Sangeeta ma'am? In investment, simply speaking, rule of compounding is nothing but a commitment you are making with yourself, Shekhar sir, that whenever and whatever return or income I will earn on my investment, I will never use that return or income for my personal use. Then what I will do? I will simply club that return with my regular investment and reinvest. This promise we have to make it, my dear friends. And the fruit of the rule of compounding you will get not today, not tomorrow. You will be very happy to get it after 15, 20 years. So kindly follow rule of compounding in your life, in your investment decision. And it's simply speaking that you should not use the return on your investment when it comes. It may be 10,000, it may be 10 lakhs even, but you should not never use it. What you should do, you should simply club that return with your regular investment and reinvest. So please follow rule of compounding in your investment. So far we have discussed about the basic fundamental rules of the investment. Now we will discuss, Shekhar sir, very briefly, what are the products available for all of us for investment. That is equally important because we should know what are the products available for all of us. And Shekhar sir, the first product available, Sangeeta ma'am, if you are there, the first product available for all of us is governmental saving scheme. There are some very good governmental saving schemes, Sangeeta ma'am, and we should think about investing in governmental scheme first. And what are the major governmental saving schemes, Sangeeta ma'am? Are you aware? Major governmental saving scheme.
Sir, I am using only one scheme, saving scheme, sir, which is applicable for girl child, sir. Suganya Samriddhi scheme, sir.
Great. But one more, I am also sharing 2-3 more schemes to you. First scheme, kindly noted down, Sangeeta ma'am. If you have not started depositing in this scheme, kindly start it. This is my personal advice to all of you. Shekhar sir, you should also think of it if you have not done so far. That is, Sangeeta ma'am, Public Provident Fund Account, PPF. Very good scheme of the Government of India, Sangeeta ma'am, where you can invest minimum 500 rupees a year and maximum 1.50 lakhs every year. The scheme is for 15 years and the PPF account can be opened with any post office or bank. And preferably you should open with your bank where you are having your SB account. The scheme is for 15 years, Sangeeta ma'am, and the present rate of interest government giving is 7.1%, which is compounding every year. And income tax deduction under section 80C is also allowed for deposit in PPF account. And Sangeeta ma'am, I will request all of you kindly open a PPF account and deposit maximum amount in it. That is, maximum limit is 1.50 lakhs. And if you are in a position to deposit, Shekhar sir, 1.50 lakhs in this account, then try to deposit at the beginning of the financial year, that is in April itself, because that will give you the benefit of getting return for the whole year. And because of any reason, if you are not able to deposit in the month of April 1.5 lakh, then start depositing it regularly every month. And for that, you should, whenever you are depositing money, Shekhar sir, in PPF account, you should deposit before 5th of every month. Because if you deposit after 5th, Balu sir, you will not get the interest for that month. So kindly open the PPF account. It is for 15 years and it is extendable for after 15 years for another period of 5 year, 5 year and 5 year. And I will request all salary class person Shekhar sir, all salary class person must have a PPF account, or rather, if you, even when your wife is not working, you should have a separate account for her and deposit amount in her account as well. So PPF, Sangeeta ma'am, is a very good account. Then is National Saving Certificate. I don't have time, so I will not go into the details now. National Saving Certificate. Third one is Kisan Vikas Patra. And fourth, Sangeeta ma'am, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, SSY, if you have a girl child at your home. It is a very good scheme of the Government of India, where Government of India is promised that they will give you the highest return of all of their schemes in this scheme, SSY. And present rate of interest, Sangeeta ma'am, you might be aware, 7.60% every year. Here again, you can deposit minimum 250 rupees every year, and maximum is 1.50 lakhs. Income tax deduction is also allowed. And when girl becomes 18, you can withdraw 50% of the accumulation for her higher education, Dr. Vidya ma'am. And for her education, for her marriage after 21 years, you can withdraw the whole amount. So Dr. Vidya, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a very good account. If you have a girl child at your home, kindly open an account immediately. Third one is Governmental Securities. And for that, RBI has recently launched a portal which is called RBI Retail Central. Vidya ma'am, RBI Retail Central. You can get yourself registered in that portal and then regularly invest in governmental saving scheme, in government securities. Then RBI also keep issuing bonds, tax-free bonds and taxable bond, Shekhar sir, where you can invest. Then lastly, government has started a new scheme for loan for public sector undertaking, that is called Bharat Bond 1 and Bharat Bond 2, where also you can invest. And Shekhar sir, I am of the firm opinion that the middle class, salary class person should invest around 15 to 20% of their investment in governmental saving scheme. Because there is no risk, sir. The beauty of these schemes, Dr. Vidya, is there is no risk. Whatever government is promising, government will give us. When a scheme matures, government will give back our money. So kindly invest in governmental saving scheme, and 15 to 20% should be your investment in governmental. Then all other scheme, Shekhar sir, now has got risk. Second one where you can invest is property or real estate, Shekhar sir. I am not an expert on property and real estate, but you can invest, but the risk is there. How much return you will get? Not certain. Would you be able to sell the property when you wish? Not certain. And property investment is generally termed as illiquid assets because it takes time to liquidate. It takes time to. So you can invest as per your wisdom. I am not giving you any advice. Then third one, Sangeeta ma'am, if you are there. Third one is might be of interest to you and Dr. Vidya. Third one is gold, where we can invest. And when I start talking with them about the gold, there is a smile on the faces of female participants. Oh, no problem, gold. Definitely, as much as gold we want. Sanitha is there. A lot of other female participants are there. Every female members of the family want gold, as much as gold. So it is in our blood, in the middle class, salary class person. We want gold as much as we can have. And
sir, it is for safety and security, right?
Absolutely, ma'am. But tell you one thing. We are investing in gold earlier only in physical form, that is jewelry and biscuits. But now, Vidya ma'am, you can invest in gold in digital form as well. And nowadays, a very good Government of India scheme is on. Kindly note it down. Very good scheme, Dr. Vidya ma'am. That name of the government gold scheme is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the Government of India, Shekhar sir, where government has promised that they will give you 2.5% half yearly return on it. Every half yearly you will get 2.5% return, Vidya ma'am. And apart from that, appreciation in the prices of gold, that will also be given to you. The scheme is for 8 years. Minimum amount you can invest, Dr. Vidya, is 1 gram, and maximum amount you can invest in this case 4 kg of gold. And there is no physical gold will be given to you, Sandhya ma'am. Only a certificate from the government of India will be given to you that this much of gold they are holding for you. So it is a very good government of India gold scheme, which is called sovereign gold bond scheme. And Sandhya ma'am, when we purchase gold jewelry and we keep it at home, we don't get sound slip, or we put it in some locker, then annual charges will need to be paid. So kindly understand that gold is one of the options for the middle class salary class person. And as Vidya ma'am rightly pointed out, it is a safety net which we feel for the middle class salary class person. And Vidya ma'am, I personally feel that we should invest around 5 to 10% of our investment into gold. Now next come and last come is security market, where we can invest. And Shekhar sir, when I start talking about the security market, some people might send a message in chat box, sir, don't talk about this, it is a share speculation. Yes, my dear friends, share market might look to be speculative, but practically speaking, my dear friends, security market is only for those persons, Shekhar sir, who have knowledge of the market. And I am very clear, and I am also requesting all the participants, kindly don't invest into security market unless and until you have knowledge of the market, because it is purely knowledge based market, my dear friends. And if you don't have knowledge, don't invest into the market directly. But there is indirect way of investing into security, my dear friends, which I will talk about for next 5 minutes. That indirect way, Shekhar sir, is called mutual fund. Mutual fund is an indirect way of investing into security market. Why it is indirect way? Because we are not directly investing, my dear friends. What we are doing, we are giving our money to the experts, who are experts of the security market, who are experts of the economy, who are experts of the corporates, who are experts of the sectors, who are experts of the international economy. So that is why they are well equipped to handle our money and investing our money into the best available products through mutual fund. And one thing you must understand, my dear participants, that mutual fund, Selvarani ma'am, is in proposition where things are very clear. I am giving my money to the experts for the sole purpose of earning return for me. It is not a social service, kindly mind it. It is not a social service, Vidya ma'am. We are giving our money to the experts to invest our money into a scheme, into security market and beyond, and earn maximum return for us and give back return to us. So there are two types of mutual fund schemes are available. One is equity fund, and second is debt fund. And third, one more category is there, that is called hybrid funds. Equity fund, Shekhar sir, simply speaking, your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporates. Selvanani ma'am, understand it very carefully. In equity fund, your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporate. And we all know the shares of the corporates go up and down every day. So there is a high risk, but there is a potentiality of getting higher return. So those who can take high risk should consider their investment into equity fund. One more thing they should consider, that you should be a investor for longer period if you want to invest in equity fund, because return will average out or balance out for a longer period only. So if you are an investor for more than 5 years, then maybe 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, equity fund, Nihat, is a better proposition for you. And if you are in a position to take high risk, then equity fund is a better proposition. But Babu sir, you are a senior person, and suppose say that you don't want to take a risk, then for you, other category of mutual fund is there, that is called debt fund, DEBT debt fund. In debt fund, your money is given as a loan to the corporate. Understand the difference, Nikhat? Understand the difference. In equity fund, our money is invested into the equity. But in debt fund, our money is given as a loan to the corporates. And Babu sir, when your money is given as a loan to the corporate, the risk is relatively lesser, but return is also reasonable. For those who are young and are aspiring for high return and can take high risk, Nikhat, then you should go for the equity fund. But if people like Babu sir, who are mature and senior person, who don't want to take much risk and who is satisfied with the reasonable return, then he should go for the debt fund. There are also a lot of subcategories of equity fund and debt fund. In equity fund, there are large cap, mid cap, index fund, sectoral fund, PSU fund, pharma fund, IT fund. Lot of categories are there. Likewise, in debt fund, there are categories: liquid fund, overnight fund, ultra short-term debt fund, short-term debt fund, medium-term debt fund, and then long-term debt fund. It is according to the period. And third category is hybrid fund. In Babu sir, in hybrid fund, some of your money will go to the equity and some of your money will go to the debt. So you are typically balancing your risk. In some portion, you may get high return, but risk is high. In other portion, you may get reasonable return, but risk is lesser. So a hybrid fund is a balancing of your risk. There are two categories. There are two plans available in mutual fund investment, Babu sir. One is direct plan, and other is regular plan. Nikhat, in direct plan, you are simply visiting the website of the mutual fund directly, selecting the scheme, giving all your information online, and you are invested. In regular plan, you are taking the help of the mutual fund distributor or agent. Call them your home, they will come to you, they will fill your form, they will take documents from you, and they will deposit in the mutual fund company. In the regular plan, Babu sir, return will always be lesser because some commission will go to the agent who has given you services. So better if you go to the direct plan only. But if not possible, then start with regular plan and then switch from regular plan to direct plan. The magic of the mutual fund, Babu sir and Nikhat, and your all students kindly understand it very carefully. The magic of mutual fund is through SIP. Vidya ma'am, if you are there, or if Dr. Sangeeta is there, then kindly understand these things very carefully. SIP is systematic investment plan, Dr. Sangeeta, where we are regularly investing some amount. Minimum amount you can invest, Dr. Sangeeta, is 500 rupees. Maximum there is no limit. So you can invest regularly through SIP. And I don't know whether Dr. Sangeeta has started SIP so far or not. But if not so far, Dr. Sangeeta, kindly consider starting an SIP of minimum 500 rupees. And even I will request your students, kindly start an SIP of even 500 rupees out of their pocket money, Nikhat, to
Sure,
get
sir.
the feel how SIP works, how you get return in mutual fund. So kindly start an SIP, and SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person. And I give you one example, Sangeeta ma'am. If you are listening, I give you a very
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I give you a very simple but factual example, but I will not name the scheme because that will be unfair on my part. That will be marketing of that scheme. But facts are there. Dr. Vidya, kindly listen to it very carefully. A mutual fund company started an equity fund scheme in 1995. Babu sir, you should also listen to it. A mutual fund company started a equity fund scheme in 1995. And a smart investor like Babu sir started an SIP of 10,000 rupees per month. Means he was investing 10,000 rupees per month in that scheme from 1995 onwards. Every month he is investing right from 1995. And he had not skipped the investment, not a single month, because regularly he is investing. Babu sir, can you imagine how much that amount has become today? I again repeat, 10,000 rupees monthly SIP every month since 1995. Sangeeta ma'am, can you imagine how much that amount has become today? That amount has become today, Babu sir, 9.57 crore. That is the magic of SIP. So, Sangeeta ma'am, kindly understand the magic of SIP. Kindly start an SIP, maybe of 500 rupees, and continue it for years together. And one more thing you should note: market will always go up and down. Babu sir, market will always go up and down. Market will never be static. Today, market at 57, again market may go 65 or 40 even. But once you started SIP, you should continue that SIP for minimum 10-15 years. And Sangeeta ma'am, after 10-15 years, you will be happily surprised because the corpus will be much large. Huge corpus might be there. So kindly think of starting SIP even of 500 rupees. And nowadays, I know a lot of my friends who have got started, Babu sir, not one SIP, but more than one SIP. That is target-oriented SIP, Nikhat. One SIP for marriage, second SIP for vacation, third SIP for purchase of house, fourth SIP for purchase of vehicle, fifth SIP for higher education of children, and sixth SIP might be for retirement plan. So you can have more than one SIP. You can have more than one SIP. So kindly think of starting SIP after understanding the mutual fund very clearly. One more facility available in mutual fund, Babu sir, that might be interest of you. That is called SWP, Systematic Withdrawal Plan. It is opposite of SIP. In SIP, Babu sir, we invest regularly. But in SWP, we regularly withdraw. That is basically useful when we get retired. And when you get retired, you don't have regular income, Sangeeta ma'am. Then what you will do? How you will survive? Mutual fund give you an idea. Develop a good corpus for your retirement life. Maybe 3 crore, maybe 5 crore. And once you retire, then you simply request a mutual fund company that now I have retired. Kindly keep transferring 1 lakh, 2 lakh, whatever you want amount from my corpus to my bank account every month on 1st. They will religiously do it. What will be the benefit, Babu sir? You will get an amount every month on 1st. You can continue to enjoy your life even after retirement. And remaining amount will continue to grow through investment. So a lot of things I can share with you, but of course time doesn't permit. So Sangeeta ma'am, if you can kindly keep your video on for next 5 minutes, Dr. Vidya and other participants, if you can keep your video on for next 2-3 minutes, I will be grateful.
Sir, I am attending this webinar only through my desktop, sir. So I couldn't enable my video, sir.
Okay, no problem. Vidya ma'am, I want to tell 2 things to all the participants. One, Babu sir, there is a menace in our country, which is called chit fund Ponzi scheme and committees, where people come to you, Dr. Vidya, promise you higher return, doubling your money in 3 or 4 years. But rest assured, Vidya ma'am, they will never commit, make their promise. They will simply vanish one day. So my request is to all the participants, Mr. Vijay Prabhakaran, and to all participants, never, never, never invest your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committee. And Yashin, when you go home today, kindly tell your parents also that they should never, never invest their hard money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committee, because these are bogus schemes. If they don't have any idea, they should simply put your money in bank or post office. At least their money will be safe. And last thing, Sangeeta ma'am, I want to tell you and throw you to all the participants. Vidya ma'am, last sentence I want to dedicate to Dr. Vidya. That is, prosperity is my right. My dear participants, you all must say it confidently, Vidya ma'am. Prosperity is my right. Every individual, Mr. Vijay Prabhakaran, has got right to be prosper. So prosperity is your right. Vidya ma'am, we might have born into a poor family. It might be an incidental, but we must not remain poor. We must not live as poor, and we must not die as poor. And that is absolutely possible, 100% possible, provided we are serious about our savings and investment right from the day we start earning. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
Vidya ma'am, can give you your observation about the session? Vidya ma'am, can you unmute yourself and give your observation about the session? Mr. Sabjar, kindly unmute him. Kindly unmute her.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. For all the schemes available for recent years, right? So we could able to understand what are all the schemes available, how to save our save and secure our investment. Thank you for that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Any question from any participants? Shekhar sir, have you got any question on the chat box? You can ask the question on behalf of, and then now the house is open. Anybody can just raise their hand and ask the question directly.
Any session, sir? Any session, sir?
Dear participants, if any question of any participant, please raise your hand, please. Dr. M. Sekhar sir, please unmute your audio option, sir. Please, sir.
Any question from any participant, or if any question has come in the chat box, anybody can ask it.
Yes, sir. One question from our student side, sir.
Yeah.
So one student have asked about cryptocurrency, sir.
Ma'am, I am very clear, and I want to request all the participants, kindly don't invest into cryptocurrency unless government gives us legality. Don't be in a hurry. It is a very risky proposition. So kindly don't. Personally speaking, I will advise him or her not to invest. Any other question?
Yes, sir. Another question from participants, sir. Do mutual funds change their investment stocks with time, or once invested, their portfolios are fixed? Also, do they have full liability to invest wherever they want, or there are some SEBI regulations for them?
Yes, they keep changing their portfolio of investment very regularly rather in dynamic funds. So it is their job, because their task is very clear. They have to earn maximum return for the investor. So those funds which are dynamic, those funds which are active, there are two types of funds. One is passive funds and other is active funds. In active funds, fund manager had the leverage to change the portfolio very quickly so that they can earn maximum. In passive funds, the changes are very rare. So yes, they can change in active funds. And what was the second question?
Sir, question from my side, sir.
Yeah.
So what is my question is, I'm asking about your opinion about bank deposits for senior citizens, sir.
Actually, very honestly speaking, for senior citizens, bank deposit has to be there. But apart from bank deposit, I will just share 2-3 schemes which are available for the senior citizen. Babu sir, you may also like to listen to it. Apart from bank deposit, senior citizen scheme is there in the post office, which give you 7.60% interest, 7.40% interest. Up to 15 lakhs you can deposit in it. And apart from that, one more scheme is there of the government of India, that is called Pradhan Mantri Vay Vandana Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Vay Vandana Yojana, where also you can deposit up to 15 lakhs of rupees if you are of the age of 60 and above only. It is scheme only for the 16 and above only. You can deposit up to 15 lakhs of rupees and you will get a monthly pension of 9,240. So basically, senior citizens should be very conservative in their investment. They should not go for the high risky product. Babu sir, you will agree with me. They should be stick to the very, because safety aspect is more important for them now. Return is not. They can't take risk at that age. So they should invest in conservative products. But there are a lot of conservative products available apart from bank deposits, which I wanted to tell you. Any other question from the participant?
Yes, sir. One more question, sir. They have asked for some literature to gain mastery in finance work to Indian context, sir.
Actually, Master of Finance, you can get the literature on lot of websites are available now. As far as mutual fund literature is concerned, I will just share 3-4 websites. If you kindly note it down, those young participants who want to understand about the mutual fund more. First is Amfi website, mutual fund sahi hai. Amfi website is mutual fund sahi hai. Then there are 3-4 private websites. I am not marketing them, but they are very useful websites. That is Value Research. VALUE, Value Research. Third one is Money Control. And fourth one is ET Money, Economic Times Money. ET Money is also very good website which have lot of short videos and other material to read on. No question from any participant, then we can wind it up.
No question, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your...
One more question is, sir, any suggestion for best SIP scheme? Actually,
SIP suggestion can be specific to a specific person. Very honestly, I can't give you general answer to this because I need to know the age of the person, his or her risk-taking capacity, for how much time he or she want to invest. These things are very material before giving answer to this question. So once I know your age, your profile, your income, your time horizon, only then I can suggest you. But generally speaking, if you are a new investor, if you want to invest through SIP in mutual fund, that for the initial period, you should invest your SIP in large cap equity fund. Select some good large cap equity fund or one good index fund. To begin with, these are the 2 good categories to start with.
Sir, last question, sir. They'd asked for any chances of mutual fund company to default.
Yes, very honestly speaking, chances are rare, but yes, it is there. Because it all default doesn't mean it, but that will be a temporary default only. my dear friends, you and kindly understand that mutual fund companies are strongly regulated by SEBI, but the return is totally dependent upon the market conditions. Suppose the market goes down like anything which did in March 2020, then there is a possibility that the mutual fund company may find it difficult to redeem, but at least for the temporary period, because redemption pressure might be there. But kindly understand, if you are a long-term investor, then there is no chance of default.
Ashok More, please unmute your audio option, sir. Please, Ashok More.
Sir, thank you, sir. We had a very informative and interesting session, sir. We have clearly explained about mutual funds in an exemplary way, sir. I think it will be very useful for all the participants, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Saranya. I'm thankful to you, and I'm thankful to Honorable Principal, Dean Ma'am, Mr. Shekhar, particularly Dr. M. Shekhar. But particularly, I'm thankful to Dr. Shekhar for taking this initiative for his college. I'm thankful to all the organizing team members. I'm thankful to all the participants, and of course, special thanks deserves Mr. Sabjar Ahmed. He has taken, Mr. Sabjar, thank you very much for taking this forward and making efforts for the success of this webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Dr. R. Sangeeta to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. A thankful heart is not only the greatest virtue, but the parent of all the other virtues. Good evening to one and all present here. I deem to be a great honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of School of Commerce, Department of Commerce, CA on this national webinar. First of all, I extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. S. Balasamy, sir, for his vision, support, kindness, and encouragement. Thank you, sir. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our Dean, Dr. K. Kumudhadevi, ma'am, for her love and affection, guidance, and motivation in all our efforts. Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of our department, I extend a hearty vote of thanks to our resource person, Shri Shuryagan Sharma, sir, who spared time from his busiest schedule to grace the occasion. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts. You have emphasized the importance of life insurance, medical insurance, emergency fund, and the formula for success of our life. And this will surely going to encourage us in our future events. Thank you, sir. I am immensely thankful to our head of the department, Dr. M. Sekhar, sir, for his efforts to conduct this event. I also extend my thanks to all our staff members for their cooperation and support. A big thanks to all the participants from other college who spend their valuable time with us. Thank you all. Last but not least, I would like to thank our students. Without you, the webinar were not being able to achieve excellence. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you, one and all presents here. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.